fresh coconut milk. Agua fresca, really good. I think that's what they call them here at the store. They're like, yeah, get you an agua fresca. I'm like, okay, coconut. Give me coconut milk. All right, start the morning off right. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to offer my perspective on the Pixel 4 and what I think about it. Now, this is just the Pixel 4, not the 4 XL, because what I am going to be talking about with the Pixel 4 does not pertain to the 4 XL. And this is from someone who owns a Pixel 3. And really, it's more of like, do you really have to upgrade from the Pixel 3 to the Pixel 4? And if you do, what setbacks are you bound to hit? Because there's some setbacks with the Pixel 4. I'm a Pixel guy. I like Pixel phones. I'm going to start that off for people out there. So I'm not hating on the Pixel 4, but I'm also a realist. I'm not going to sugarcoat or cover up anything like that. Which is why the Pixel 4 XL is not included in this, because the things that I'm looking at, the Pixel 4 XL is not going to suffer from. So, Pixel 3 owners, first I want to start off this way. All the humbug and garbage and all that stuff that I feel like is just irrelevant, I'm going to say it and throw it out because that has nothing to do with this, right? Like the build quality of the Pixel 4. I am not concerned about completely how it is, how it feels in the hand, because you can always change it up today. Customizing a cell phone, customizing a smartphone has been around for the longest time. Do you guys remember Nokia's and how you can go and get a clear casing for the Nokia and how you could get a LED light up battery that flashes a certain leaf in the back type? You guys remember that customization? Blinking LED antenna? Customizing a phone has been around for a long time. It's been around since I was a kid, so it's nothing new. Okay, except for skins. We didn't have skins back in the day like that. Well, no, we did. But anyways, off topic. So you can always customize the phone to the way that you want it. And if you're going to buy a case, you're going to completely cover up the way the phone actually looks. Like if you get one of those real bulky cases, like OtterBox cases, like OtterBox Defenders and things like that, you're really going to cover up the way the phone looks. So then what is the big deal? The design of the phone is really an irrelevant aspect, okay? You can always do things, like I said, skin the phone or whatever. So, and then people complaining about it doesn't have the two-tone that Pixels are known for. Well, it kind of does. They took this big piece right here and they shrunk it into a square, which holds the camera. So you have an Oso orange back and then a black square that has two camera sensors inside of it. Two-toned, it's still there. Why does it just black have a glossy finish, but the Oso orange and clearly white is matte finish? Well, they wanted to go with matte, and I'm pretty sure they were thinking like, yeah, we could do matte black for the just black. But then when they probably did the design, they're like, you can't really see the camera because the camera is like a deep black color, so the matte black is just going to blend it in. And then the side rails are matte black, so then it's just like a little boring. How do you give a different dynamic to it? Well, make it glossy. You see the gloss, you see the camera sensors, you see the rail. No brainer there. So take that. Let's throw that out of the equation here. Oh, the bezels. Ooh, bezels. People don't like bezels. Me personally, I don't care about bezels. And I'll tell you guys why. And you know what? Even the ones who hate bezels cannot deny this. When you turn your screen on and you're looking at your phone, just like this, and you are interacting with it, you're watching something, you're like immersed in the screen, the bezels have disappeared. Voila, it's gone. Why? Because you're not looking for the bezel. When you're watching YouTube, you're not looking for bezels. So why do you really care if it's there? Okay, I can understand for argument's sake, if the top bezel was from the top of the phone to about here, and the bottom bezel was from the bottom of the phone to right here. Because then you got this little strip of a screen. Now that I can see being irritating, but bezels like this don't bother me. As a matter of fact, I welcome them because I hate mist triggers, and it allows me to hold my phone in landscape comfortably. I'm not going like this or trying to look like that. I can hold it firmly. Throw bezels out of there. Really, when it comes down to the Pixel 4, there's two aspects of the phone that ruin the experience for the Pixel 4. The first one is the least. It's the least one because it's slightly a case, yet it's also based on just being subjective. So we're going to talk about the photo taking abilities of the Pixel 4. Now, they take very good photos. In my opinion, I like the photos from the Pixel 4. The thing about it is that people today always want what other people want. And people today that want what other people want don't want it for the same reasons that the other people wanted it. Like if someone who's a photographer wants super wide angle and would love to have super wide angle, and that's the reason why they didn't choose the Pixel 4, they're going to say, yeah, I didn't choose the Pixel 4 because it doesn't have a super wide angle lens. That's why I opted to get an iPhone 11 Pro, because it has a super wide angle lens. So then the next guy who doesn't take any photos at all whatsoever says, I gotta have super wide angle. Oh, I'm not getting a Pixel 4. It's garbage, it's trash. But you don't even use it, right? 10 people can legitimately not choose the Pixel 4 because of lack of a super wide angle. And by all rights, they have their reason. The 20 people outside of that circle absolutely have no reason to follow that crowd. But they do it because the crowd is doing it. It's like last year, no one was talking about super wide angle at all. And then this year, it absolutely matters. So the fact that Google decided to go with a wide angle lens, because it's a wide angle lens, not a super wide angle, but a wide angle lens, and then a telephoto lens, and they showcase a different aspect. If you watch both keynotes and disregard the way the keynotes went off, one was exciting, one was like, forget that. Just go down to what they were showing. When Apple's keynote came, they showed off, they emphasized on super wide angle. That's what their thing was. They're like, look at this photo here. And then this photo was taken with wide angle. No, this photo was taken with super wide angle. See, they emphasized super wide angle, making you feel like you had to have it. Now, when Google showcased theirs, they took a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco from a very, very far distance. But the thing they were showcasing was that rather than taking a photo and then cropping out the Golden Gate Bridge and, exploding it, you zoomed in to get that shot. And when you zoomed in to get that super refined, high res zoom, it was clear. It was like as if you were 3 blocks away from the Golden Gate Bridge and not 16 blocks away from it. See, one was getting a wider view. The other was getting a far view. 2 different aspects there. And so I tell people who are like, it doesn't have super wide angle. I tell them the most easiest thing that I can say to anyone as far as giving them advice. And that is, don't buy the Pixel 4 then. Go get an iPhone. Go get, I think OnePlus 7 Pro has super wide angle. Go get that phone. That phone's buckets of joy. Go get that phone. You don't have to get a Pixel 4. That's what makes Android so great. There are different types of phones out there for users. You don't have to get the Pixel 4 just to say, I got a Google phone. Like, what? Who cares? Get a phone that works for you. I've been saying this for the longest time to people. Get a phone that works for you. Never mind the trends. Never mind what he wants, she wants, they want. Worry about what you want. That's the most important thing. The other problem with the camera is that they didn't give us a minor bump up with video recording. 4K, 30 frames in the back, 1080p, 60 frames in the front. I like to vlog my day and share it on social media, so I need a camera that can record good video. Now, don't get me wrong, the Pixel 3 is in the same boat. I think it takes great videos too. It doesn't take the best videos. Like if I took a video from this and then put it up against an iPhone, I'm sure the iPhone is going to beat it because iPhones are really good with video recording. But just looking at the video myself, it actually comes out pretty good. And some people like the content quality of my videos, which most of the time is shot with the Pixel 3 or with the Moto G7 that I'm using right now. Yes, I'm using the Moto G7 to record this. So that's one part. So we're already pushing 10 minutes here. This last bit, I'm going to wrap it up. The other part is a 2800 milliamp hour battery. That's where it really kills it for me. The Pixel 3 has a 2915, and I can get through a day having to charge it one extra time throughout the day. 2800 milliamps, that's 115 milliamps less than the Pixel 3. Yet it packs more features than the Pixel 3, features that are battery dependent. Project Soli, aka radar, motion sense, that requires battery. 90 hertz refresh rate, that is going to require battery. What's the sense of having these features built in on the Pixel 4 if you're not able to actually use it without sacrificing battery performance? See, in my case, I would have made the Pixel 4 $599 like other people want, but I would have gotten rid of motion sense and I would have gotten rid of the 90 hertz refresh rate with a battery like that. Okay? The only way that I would leave those features in is if I intended to put a 3000 milliamp hour battery in it. At least give it some fight to last the entire day on a single charge. But they didn't. So, and that's why I say the 4XL doesn't fall into this, because it has a bigger battery. You can make it through a day with those features on. I have seen countless posts on Reddit and just read everyone's experience with it, and genuine ones, not ones that just want to complain, because there are just people out there who just cannot be satisfied. So let's throw them out of the equation here. And let's just say there are people who genuinely want the Pixel phone. They want the Pixel 4. They have it. And as much as they want to love it, that aspect right there is hurting it. It's hurting the user experience, which matters most. User experience. No sense in having these great features that could be very helpful to you throughout your day, which is what Google is advertising about the Pixel 4, is that it's supposed to help you throughout your day. But how much of a help could a phone be if 2800 milliamp is what it has as far as power source, which can't even keep the phone powered on with having its newest features like Project Soli and 90 hertz refresh rate on the display to keep those things powered? And yes, I get it. It's a hybridized style for the 90 hertz refresh. So the way the Pixel 4 operates is that if you're in an app or something, you're viewing something that does not require 90 hertz, it turns it off automatically. It only uses it when it needs to be used, so that way you have that smoothness. So it's not like the OnePlus 7 Pro that has it on all the time. But the OnePlus 7 Pro doesn't have a very weak battery, so it can do it. That's the major point why I'm not in a rush to get a Pixel 4. I'll get one, or maybe the 4XL. But I'll hold on to my Pixel 3, because if everyone is going like, I got to get the Pixel 4 for astrophotography, first off, there's two things you need. Well, one thing you need for astrophotography, you need a tripod. You can't just hold your phone and snap a photo and it's going to produce stars in the sky. It doesn't work that way. You got to put it to a tripod. It's got to be very still, and you got to let it take multiple rounds of photos and stitch those all together to bring you a photo shot with astrophotography. But that same feature is going to make its way to the Pixel 3. It's already been said, Pixel 3s will get astrophotography capabilities. Goes to show you guys, you really don't need 2 camera sensors on the back if this phone can do it, and do it well. But I'll have to test that out when it happens. Yeah, so Pixel 4, if you're a Pixel 3 owner, or even a Pixel 2 owner, I would hold back. Because while you get all these great things with the Pixel 4, which I think is amazing, and I think is just awesome, and I would love to be able to just have one in my hand right now so I can give you guys a full in-depth review, I don't have one right now to do that. But I will say this. You can't cover up fast battery kill. You just can't. There's no way to hide it. There's no rebuttal that can be made. I can argue with 20 people who have valid reasons to dislike the Pixel 4, and they'll all get me when they hit that battery point. It has a weak battery. What can I say back? It has a weak battery because they didn't have enough room to keep it thin. But that sounds stupid, right? Pixel 4 can do it with no hands. I've said that before, but battery is not very good. Anyways, that's it for right now, guys. My son just woke up and is joining me right now. So I will talk to you on the next one. If you just subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate that. Hit the bell option to be notified when I upload a video. Drop a like if you enjoyed today's video. It's pretty long, but I had a lot to say. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Leave a comment what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, aloha.